phone. And DigiLife, home of your digital lifestyle.
Hello, great to have you with us for part 3 of eLife, the special series on how electronics is changing the way we live and work. On the program today, we look at different aspects of setting up a computer network in a small office, how to build your own PC, more from the country's premier tech fest, CeBIT Australia, and your last chance to win a Sharp GX30, the world's first 1-megapixel camera phone, as well as a LaCie USB watch. First up, what to do with that excellent holiday footage sitting in your mini DV camera. Well, with an Apple, Mac and iMovie software, anything is possible. Best of all, it's so simple to use, any monkey can crank out an edited home movie, complete with titling and effects. Watch and learn. First, hook up your mini DV camera to your Mac using a FireWire cable. You can now control the camera with your mouse in importing footage into your Mac. By clicking on the rewind, fast forward and play buttons on the screen, you can select which sections of footage to import. Once you've imported them, you're ready to edit. The thumbnail images on the Clips panel will show you how iMovie has divided up the footage. It's simply a case of dragging and dropping the footage of your choice on the timeline and choosing the transition between shots from iMovie's menu of dissolves and wipes. Once you're happy with your edit, you might even want to add in some voiceover or music, or even some awesome sound effects.
It has a range of really cool special effects, some of them audio from Skywalker Sound. There's lightning bolts, there's cars, V8 engines, trains going by, birds flying, etc. Pretty neat.
You can also add in motion picture video effects that are also included in the iMovie package for that finishing touch. Now, once you've created your masterpiece, you can even export it to DVD. By clicking on iDVD, you'll be able to tart up your movie with menus, themes and interactive features. Be warned, there is one downside to iMovie. The end result will be so polished that it'll have your friends and family asking you to edit their holiday videos too. Buying a new PC doesn't have to be a nightmare. It's actually a reasonably simple task. But before you start, you have to ask yourself 2 questions. Firstly, what's the PC going to be used for? Is it primarily a gaming PC or a work PC? Will you be doing video editing or just writing documents? And secondly, what's your budget? If money is no object, then go all out and get yourself a box that has all the fruit. DirectPC has given us this box, the Centurion 3000, as an example of a PC that is high performance but still sensibly priced. The alternative, for those on a tighter budget, is the DirectPC Soho 2400. But let's compare the two. The 3 most important parts of a PC are the CPU, or central processing unit, the RAM, or system memory, and the hard drive, where the bulk of your data is stored. The Centurion 3000 comes with a Pentium 4 processor running at 3 gig with Intel's relatively new hyper-threading technology. It also has half a gigabyte of RAM and a 120 gigabyte hard drive. So it's fast, it has a lot of memory, and it has a heap of hard drive space. The Soho 2400 has an Intel Celeron running at 2.4 gigs with 256 megs of RAM and a 40 gig hard drive. But don't for a second imagine that this box is slow. For the vast bulk of work you need to do on a PC, this is a very cost-effective way to get some of the latest technology on the market. Where we see a little bit of difference is in the graphics and sound areas. Again, if you're after an office PC or you're not a big gamer, the Soho box is more than adequate. But to tease you geeky types, the Centurion has a 128 meg GeForce FX 5600 XT and a Creative Audigy 2 ZS sound card. The Centurion also has a DVD writer, whilst the Soho has a CD writer, so both are capable of writing discs. Both also come with standard Ethernet and modem capability built in. So what's the conclusion? If you want a high-end box capable of playing the latest games, look at something like the Centurion 3000. If you're after something for a home office or for the kids to do their homework, you can't go far wrong with the Soho 2400. It'll even make backups of your CDs. Continuing eLife's look at setting up a small office, and another decision you'll have to make is how you'll centralise your office network's data and maintain internet security.
You can look at the option of having what's called a Microsoft Small Business Server in place, and this gives you a corporate-style email server called Microsoft Exchange Server, and this will allow your office to share calendar information, emails, and assign tasks to one another within the office. In terms of the security for the network, you can also put in front of that a Linux server, and that will become the internet gateway for your network and also provide all the security you need to stop hackers coming into your network through the internet.
A great advantage of this setup is that it can also act as a virtual private network, or VPN, so you can access your files and email anywhere in the world. The server will also be a platform for protection against viruses by downloading the latest antivirus definitions that your workstations will automatically grab onto. Another good idea is to back up your system each day and take the backup data off-site. One final thing, make sure you arrange ongoing IT support, because if your system goes down, that downtime will cost you money.
There needs to be a good support agreement in place between the company and an IT professional company that can support their network for them. And this support means looking at things like an IT plan in place for the network, also looking at response time, so how long it will take for a technician to get out there and fix the problem when it occurs, but also, rather than just taking a reactive or band-aid approach to fixing those problems, looking at it proactively and making sure that maintenance is done on the server and that professional consultants can advise the company on the best way to set up the system and the software and the hardware to make sure it all continues to run smoothly.
Ever wanted to know what Stevie Nicks is mumbling on track 2 of Fleetwood Mac's Rumours album? Find out the correct words to that and every other song under the sun at www.leoslyrics.com. Speaking of rumours and gossip, the Drudge Report is the website that actually broke the Monica Lewinsky story. It's not the prettiest website in the world, but it does tend to have the big news well before it hits the media giants. It's a great site to read each morning so that when someone tells you about some breaking news, you can honestly say, I know. When eLife continues after the break, we'll bring you more from CeBIT, Australia's biggest annual tech show, including a new device to help keep you up to speed with all those emails, and putting the hard in hardware, some of the toughest electronics around.